At some point, the ancient Greeks came up with an explanation for eclipses which did not appeal to such invisible entities swallowing or covering the sun or the moon. Let's see how they might have been led to such an explanation. If you look at the moon in the night sky over the span of several days, you will find that it changes its shape. Sometimes it is crescent shaped, sometimes it appears semicircular, it's then called half moon. Sometimes it's bigger than a semicircle but smaller than a circle, a shape that we call as gibbous. And sometimes the moon is fully circular, we call this the full moon. So the moon cycles through these different shapes over the course of several nights. But whenever you see the moon, you will find that the illuminated portion of the moon always faces the direction of the sun. This is most evident when the sun and the moon are both visible in the daytime sky. So here you can see that the illuminated portion of the moon, which is crescent shaped, is pointing approximately in the direction of the sun. And even when you look at the moon shortly after sunset, you will see that the illuminated portion faces the direction in which the sun is setting or has just set. Now this observation led some of the Greeks to propose that the moon gets its light from the sun. It does not produce its own light, but it reflects the light falling on it from the sun. The Greek philosopher Parmenides said that the moon is shining by night, wandering around earth with borrowed light, ever peeking towards the rays of the sun. So according to Parmenides, the moon's light was borrowed from the sun. It doesn't produce its own light, but it reflects the light falling on it from the sun. At least that's what this translation appears to say. But the famous Greek philosopher Plato attributes this idea first to Anaxagoras. Anaxagoras is a philosopher whom we have already encountered. Plato credits Anaxagoras with recently discovering that the moon receives her light from the sun. So, according to Plato, Anaxagoras was the one who discovered that the moon doesn't produce its own light but reflects the light from the sun.